Alright, you're getting another bonus video on the main 𝐴𝐴𝐹𝐿𝐹𝐿𝐹 channel. This video, just like every single other altcoin video I've made recently, has been uploaded exclusively and first to the 𝐴𝐴𝐹𝐿𝐹 daily channel. If you want to get more content like this, around the clock, early, not late like this, check it out with the first link in the description down below. It's my brand new YouTube channel, rapid fire, powerful altcoin analysis videos with actionable insights into what I'm doing in the markets as well. Check it out, go subscribe to that channel, tick the bell, do all that good stuff. Here's the Cardano analysis. Please enjoy. Cardano right now is looking at potentially pulling a 70% pump to the upside and potentially a lot more than that as well. Lots of amazing trading opportunities, and it all comes down to this sideways trading range that Cardano is struggling to break right now. If we look at this on the logarithmic scale and just kind of anchor this chart a little bit, we can see that this green box is critical for Cardano. We found very important resistance here, but when we broke it, we absolutely skyrocketed to the upside. When we were dropping down, we found really important support here. It actually triggered a big pump to the upside. I know it doesn't look like much, but this is an 80% move, and it held the price up for 150 days, for about half a year. This is a really significant price level. It sits between 38 cents and 42 cents, and we've basically been stuck here for a while now. But the thing about Cardano and this particular price range is that if we manage to break it, it's kind of like, you know, if you've been watching me on the main channel with my Bitcoin analysis, you're going to know I was saying that, you know, if Bitcoin is able to clear $25,000 over here, it's probably going to go up to 28, up to 30, something like that. The thing about Cardano is that because Cardano moves really quickly, because it pumps really quickly, and because it dumps really quickly, and it just moves in extreme ways because it's a small coin and there's a lot of hype around it, its comparative price range is enormous. Its comparative price range actually goes really high. Now, first of all, let's just take a look at some of these charts so we can get a good look of where we are with this resistance level basically pointed out in the exact same place here. We're getting a lot of rejections close to each other, and that's why I'm bringing this to your attention now. You know, the fact that Cardano, you know, basically just in the 6 months has already hit this range 5 times is kind of a big deal. You know, if we look at this range and how we've interacted with it as far as resistance goes, we found resistance here once or twice before, and then we broke out, and then we didn't do anything at all with this price level for a whole 466 days. After that, we found some support here fairly consistently, and this is what's important, is that the more we found support here, the weaker the level got. We got one test here, another one here, another one here, one here, 4, 5, and the 6th one fails. We've had 6 tests here. Now, on the chart that I've just shown you here, we've already had 5 tests. So if we're looking at doing something similar, attempt number 6 at breaking this level might be the one that actually ends up working out. And there's a lot of upside potential here that gets really exciting. This coin, as you know, like everything else that I speak about, is available to trade on Bybit. You can trade it as a spot pair with 0 fees, and you can trade it as a derivatives pair with up to $30,000 in trading ammunition that Bybit gives you for free. You've also got the 4.3% annual percentage yield estimated savings account, where if you just want to hold Cardano on Bybit, you also get paid interest just for that, which is really cool. I think this means it locks it up for 30 days, but you get 4% a year if you do that, which is pretty good, right? I mean, it's just basically free money. So if you were going to do it anyway, and importantly, if you're comfortable keeping your funds on an exchange, this is actually a really cool idea for you. And the thing about this is, if you've got all this free trading ammunition that you can throw into Cardano, then actually these trading ideas become a lot more exciting, because not only can they make a lot of money, but if you can trade them without actually risking your own money, then that's even better, because if you make money with it, you can withdraw those profits anyway. Check it out with the link in the description down below, and if you already have an account, you can make a brand new one. Moving back to the video here though, you know, if we are looking at this resistance area at breaking, well, you know, it's really good that we're forming a lot of fairly close you know, kind of tests at this level now. You know, if you take a look at what happened here, you know, this resistance rejection here happened at the beginning of February this year. Then we hit it again in the middle of February, and then we hit it again in the at the beginning of April this month. You know, so we're looking at a pretty consistent, like, the market wants to hit this area. The market is hitting this area regularly. It's not waiting too long. You know, previously we had 2 resistance rejections here, but the gap between them was 86 days. Now the gap was 40 20 days. We're literally halving it, right? So if we halve it again and within 20 days we start attacking this level again towards the end of April, towards the end of this month, it's just an interesting setup that could potentially indicate at the market breaking out upwards, and that could get really exciting. But to make it even better, Cardano is right now in a bit of an ascending triangle trading against this resistance. It's forming higher lows and maintaining the same high, which to me means that it's really trying to push to the upside. And I like the look of that. Now, this doesn't mean that it has to work, but it's generally going to have something like a 66% probability of breaking up, because it's an ascending triangle. That is, however, not going to necessarily be the case now, because we're in a downtrend. And so this is, at the end of the day, still also just a continuation pattern, which could result in the market continuing to drop lower. And that is probably what we're going to be looking at just at Cardano in a vacuum, if we're just looking at Cardano in a vacuum. But the good news here, and I've been saying this for pretty much every altcoin that I've been covering on this channel here, is that if Bitcoin is strong and Bitcoin, rallies up a little bit, continues to enjoy some sunshine, but more importantly, if it then kind of just cools off and we start seeing dominance falling, that's when coins like Cardano could be looking at getting really big breakouts. Do not sleep on these coins. Dominance right now is really high. It's still at the very top of our range, right? So it can only really come down, right? If you think that it's going to get rejected at the same place that it's been getting rejected at pretty much since May of 2021, that's a whole 600-700 days ago now, very, very long time ago. If you think that this same range that has been incredibly powerful, reliable, consistent for Bitcoin for like 2 years, actually, in 1 month it'll mark 2 years since we've been getting rejected at this top right here at 48%. If you think that's going to continue to be the case, then that means we are right now we are on the edge of big breakouts in the altcoin market. Like, if you're paying attention to this kind of stuff right now, you have the highest probability of being set up to capture that kind of move, and it looks like it could be imminent. It might not happen, right? A lot of the time the market will come up to being right on the bleeding edge of doing something amazing, and then it'll just back up and it won't actually do it. And that happens a lot too. That's normal. Our job here as traders is to at least be aware of these opportunities, and if we want to position ourselves to trade them, so that we can put ourselves in the direction of that money, right? The thing about trading, the ultimate way to trade, in my opinion, is you want to be able to put yourself in a position where you just kind of like see a lot of money flying in one direction, and you just kind of gently step in the middle of it, you collect the bag, and then you move out, and that's it, and then you go back home and you call it a day. That's it. It's not hyped up 6 monitors, constantly fucking checking your screen, doing a line of coke, all that sexy stuff that you see in the movies. That's not what real trading looks like. Real trading is, hey, we're in a shitty range, nothing has happened for a long time, we're in a bear market, but this might be an opportunity. It looks really good, a lot of things have lined up, it may come into fruition, and if it does, I'm already prepared to trade it, and if it doesn't, no problem, because an opportunity is gonna come up anyway, eventually. There's no shortage of them in these markets. So this is something that I'd be looking at trading myself as well. And if you want to check it out, you can do so by following the steps on screen right here to jump inside of 𝐹𝐹ly's VIP, where I'll be telling you all the information about every trade that I'm looking to make. And Cardano is definitely one of the bigger ones, because like I said, I think if this market does get a bit of a dominance drop for Bitcoin, and the market start seeing money flow from Bitcoin out into altcoins, Cardano being at this breakout point is huge. And let's actually talk more about that breakout. If we take a look at where this resistance level is at 76 cents, this is kind of the next, one of the next kind of major bottoms for Cardano. You can see that the price was dropping down quite heavily, quite consistently. Again, we're on the weekly time frame here, so this is a pretty long-term view of the market. So for this exact level to stop the dump is kind of impressive. Triggers a fairly sizable rally, again, 76 cents all the way up to $1.20, right? So it's pumping up by like 60-70%. Pretty big deal, to be getting such a big move off this line. And this is the thing for Cardano, is that if we break it, there's not really any real resistance, right? It could be this line, it could be this area up here. This area up here is probably a little bit more appropriate to call as resistance, and that might be like $1.10, right? Somewhere around there. But bottom line, it's got really big price gaps. There's going to be a little bit of resistance from this kind of support consolidation that we had on the way down, where if we break this resistance area, we might have a bit of a problem here. But once we get over this, once we rise above, kind of 55 cents and get above the worst of this, then I think we're just flying, and it's another 20 cents up that Cardano can rise, but potentially significantly more, and that is really, really exciting. But bringing it back to the short-term chart just once more, we are still trading in an ascending channel right now. I showed you that we were in a bit of an ascending triangle. The ascending triangle is also made up of an ascending channel, and this is a slightly more short-term view. So just to make sure that we're maintaining perspective on what's happening, this is what the triangle looks like, more or less, and this is what our current ascending channel looks like, right? And these are generally going to be bearish patterns. These are generally going to be patterns that end up seeing a break to the downside, which isn't necessarily bad either. It might just mean like a little brief, something like this, and then we continue on upwards, and that might even be what gives us the 6th attempt at breaking our resistance area. So it actually looks really good. It lines up really well. If we do end up falling out of this, we've got a really nice fib level at 0.5, the 0.5 fib level right here at 35 cents. So a little bit of a drop down to 35 cents. It's literally only 3 cents down. It's not even a 10% move down. Collect a little bit of support, regather some momentum, and then bam, we target the upside. We try and blast off through the roof. To me, it looks like exactly the typical kind of setup that Cardano might be looking to engage in. So looks pretty good to me. It looks pretty good to me. That is definitely safe to say. So there you go. That's my analysis on Cardano. Really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, you know exactly what to do. Hit up the likes, subscribe, tick the bell on this brand new YouTube channel. Of course, you want to make sure that you're getting all the notifications for this content because it's very time sensitive, right? This content can be invalidated pretty quickly if the market moves. And of course, make sure that you have checked out Bybit with the link in the description down below, where you can trade Cardano for free on spot and get a lot of other trading ammunition, a lot of free cash just deployed into your account, which you can trade with and make money with if you're interested in that kind of thing. And if you want to jump inside of VIP, check it out with these steps on screen. Everything's going to be linked down below, literally right here. I'll show you where all these links are. You're going to find the Bybit link right here. It's the 3rd link in the description. And if you want to join my Telegram channel, it's going to be down here. So you can directly message me with this link, or you can join my free Telegram channel and then click on my name with this link over here. I would recommend you click on this link because this puts you in my Telegram channel, where I give you more analysis from myself and my team for free around the clock, just pinged straight to your phone. So it's pretty cool, pretty practical. There you go. You know what to do, and I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers.